Hi, it's Vic. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be showing you how I made this Halloween card. But before I get started, this is a image I drew and it's actually available on my blog for free. If you want to pop over and have the image, then you just need to save it and then print it out. So I will leave my blog listed down below, or you can also message me on Instagram, and again I'll leave my handle down below and then I can send you the image over. So I've printed that onto some plain white card, and then I'm just going in with my Copics to colour the image in. And my card is a little bit different today because obviously I'm using a stamp that I've hand drew, and I just wanted people to enjoy something free because times are hard at the minute, and I just thought it'd be nice for anyone that wants to make this card, then they can just go ahead and print the image out. Also good for kids as well if they want to get involved with some colouring. So now I'm just going to go ahead and finish up that cauldron, and then my image is complete, and I think it looks really sweet and I'm quite happy with how it turned out. So obviously I'm not a professional artist, so bear that in mind. So I have a square card blank, and then I've also got my uniquely creative dies. I've got my square die and then my scalloped die. So I'm just going ahead and die cutting that. I've got a piece of lilac card and then a piece of plain white card. Just going to pop them to the side for a second while I go ahead and fussy cut out this image. You don't have to fussy cut this out, you can use one of your dies if it fits and then just trim it out if you want to keep the image together, but I'm going to be moving bits about, which is why I'm going to go ahead and cut these out individually. And all the other products I'm using on my card today, they're things that I have bought from my stash for years ago, and I just think it's nice to just get your stuff out that you've purchased and that you might not have used for a while. So I'm now going to go ahead, I think this is my favourite things, Cloud Stencil, have my Distress Oxide ink, I've got spun sugar, worn lipstick and Dusty Concord, and I'm going to go ahead and apply these with a blender brush to make a nice pretty purple background for my card. And I'm just changing the stencil each time I do a different layer, and this will give the look of the layered clouds. And I do this a lot on my cards because I just love adding like a really pretty background, and I love clouds, so hence why I'm using this stencil. So I'm going to go ahead and just carry on with my ink blending, and I'm going to ink blend all the way down, and then when I get to the bottom, when there's a bit of white space, I'm just going to get my blender brush and just gently apply some ink to the bottom, and then this will blend all your ink blending together. And then I'm also going to be using a couple more dies for my background. So I have, again, it's my favourite things, it's the grass die. I got this years ago. I'm not even sure if they have this in stock anymore, but there's lots of different grass dies that you can get. And then this is the Hello Bluebird die. So I've gone ahead and die cut that ghost with white card, just pop some PVA glue onto the back, and then I'm just adding some black card so his little eyes and mouth peek through. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the same for the pumpkins. And then I've also gone ahead and die cut my grass out of black card, and then from that Hello Bluebird die I've also gone ahead and cut that spooky tree. And I will leave everything that I've used listed down below in the description box. So once I've got everything together, I'm going to go ahead and start putting my card together. So I've gone ahead and I've just added the grass and that spooky tree, just turning this over to trim off them excess pieces of card that are hanging over the edge. And then I'm going to add some foam pads to the back of this, and then I'm just going to pop this up onto that lilac square scalloped piece that we die cut earlier. And now I'm going to go ahead and start with my images. So I have that witch's house, and then these are the 3 little steps up to the house. So I'm going to go ahead and just use 2 because I couldn't fit all 3 onto my card. just popping that up on some foam pads and adding a bit of PVA glue, and I'm going to go ahead and put all my other elements onto my card. So now for my greeting, I have this My Favourite Things stamp set. Again, it's an old one, and I've got a piece of black card, just using some Versamark ink because I'm going to be heat embossing. So I've got some white embossing powder, just going to pop that over the stamp, and then I've got a paintbrush just to tap away them little pieces that stick to the card. They drive me insane. It's like sand. I love heat embossing. Those little pieces drive me insane. So now that's done, I have my heat gun and I'm going to go ahead and heat set this. And I've got my Fiskars little paper trimmer, so I'm just going to go ahead and trim down the sentiment. And then to add this to my card, I'm going to be using some foam pads, so I'm just going to apply them to the back of the greeting and then just pop that onto my card. And then I'm going to be adding my card front to my card base, so I've got some double-sided tape. Just going to apply this to the back of that lilac scalloped piece, and then I'm going to pop this onto my card. So once that's done, that is the card complete. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, this image is free over on my blog, which I will leave listed down below, and if you use it, I would love to see what you make. So tag me on Instagram or message me on Facebook, wherever. But I hope you enjoy the video, and thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.